I have just received back my first ever returns from UGC. That's Universal Grading Company, a brand new grading service based here in the UK. Here are my returns right here. We're going to crack them open, see how my grades are, and give the company a review and a rundown and what I thought of the experience. So let's go. Hey guys, my name is Mattculli and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be doing an overview, an unboxing and a review of Universal Grading Company. These are a brand new UK grading service that have actually come to the market with a completely unique slab, which is one of the reasons I jumped on the chance to give them a go. I actually really like the look of their label. So I'm actually really excited to see how these returns right here have gone. Now we're going to kind of do this video in three parts. We're going to do an overview where we're going to have a look at their website. Then we're going to check out the returns, and then at the end I'm going to give them a review and why I think maybe you would want to use them or should you use them, or just like some little bits of advice and stuff like that. So I'm going to break it up into the three, and I will probably chuck some like timestamps down below if you just want to jump to certain parts. Now if you enjoyed this video and all kinds of reviews, I've done a bunch of different grading company reviews and I've got a load more planned, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a thumbs up on the video so that I'm doing the right things and you guys are enjoying the content. Right, let's jump on and have a look at their site first. Okay, so we're on universalgradingcompany.com. This it's actually a really simple, clean, easy to use website. Home, products, affiliate, submissions. Home is just gives you a nice breakdown about the company. You know, who they are, their grading standards, that sort of stuff. Really, it's pretty simple. They then give you reasons to choose them in here. Out of everything in here, the one thing that's just cool to notice is the unique security. So they add the QR and the UV fingerprint stuff, which is I think very important nowadays when it comes to grading. So it just makes sure that you're not buying anything fake. Now obviously it's a smaller company, so it's very unlikely someone's going to fake one now, but you never know in the future. They could be massive and they could be rife with fake, so it's good to know they got that technology. They do mention it increases value. I would not necessarily agree with that. Now, potentially it increases it because it's got a case on it, so it might add the value of grading on top of it, but it's not going to add value like a PSA or a CGC or a Beckett would to that extent, guys. So yeah, take that with a pinch of salt. They got some pictures on here as well, their address that you send a submission to. Yeah, and it's very simple. They also then have the affiliates. So this is if you want to middleman and send your cards to someone else, and it basically saves you like a couple of quid per card if you use one of the middleman services, but it is slightly longer to get them back because they'll wait and they'll get a big submission through and then send it all in one go. Whereas if you go direct, I got my cards back in like 8 working days, so it was like super quick. Then you have the submission process and how to do it, but it's very simple. You essentially go to the products tab, you add grading service to your basket, just like that. Go in, add to basket, you then view your cart, you then add in how many cards you're submitting. So let's say you do, I don't know, what's that, 9 cards, let's say. It's going to cost us 90 quid. Let's actually make it a little bit more because I just noticed they do something here. So that's 110. I submitted 4 cards, so it was £40 plus £8 delivery for me. That's how much shipping is. Now at this point, guys, you would actually get another screen up here, which would be where you put your shipping details in, and when you click continue, it would bring up your delivery. But I believe if you put free in here, is it free or free delivery? No, free, that's it. If your order's over £100, you don't even have to pay return shipping. So actually, you save yourself, you could save yourself like return postage there if you do a bigger submission. So that's not too bad. Now, once you're done that, you then click go through to payment. You'll get like 2 emails and then a couple more after that. So you'll get 1 email which tells you confirming your order and your account, and you'll be able to log in and keep an eye on your submission. You'll then get another email which is the submission form. So this is where you then come in here, you type in the cards you're submitting before you post them off to them. So I would type in like Charizard. Now for me, the first time around, this actually didn't work. I had to type them on my hand, but it's now working. So you then pick your cards you're submitting, you go through and put them all in. Now this only does Pokemon at the moment. So if you're doing Dragon Ball or Japanese Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, I think of the other brands they do, you will need to write them all in by hand, and they do list how to type in each card. But if you're just submitting Pokemon, it's actually a really super clean and clever way to do it. Then you put your order number in, which will be in your emails that you've just got through, and then you hit send. And then all you do is take your cards, you box them up, put them in penny sleeves and top loaders or semi-rigids, and then on a piece of paper, you just need to write your order number and put it inside the box. And it's as simple as that. Once they receive your cards, you'll get another email that says we've received your cards, and then once they're done grading your cards, you'll receive another email to say your cards have been posted on their way back to you. And it's just as simple as that. So that's their little overview of their site and the submission process out the way. Let's check out how my grades actually went. I'm very excited for this. Okay, so here it is. Now guys, this came in bubble wrap, and not only did this come in bubble wrap, it came in another bigger box. So the packaging was fantastic. It's very unlikely your products or cards are going to get damaged on the way back to you. If they do, it's, well, I don't think any amount of packaging can protect them from some stupidity through delivery companies. But yeah, mine came back perfectly, and it's a nice looking little box. I'm really happy with how that's come across. Now let's see what it's like inside, and we have even more bubble wrap in here, guys. And it's just really well protected. I've got to give them that. That is a fantastic way to present them. Right, we're going to pull the first one out, and we're going to see. Okay, now there isn't a silver border on the back, so does that mean this is not a 9? Or do you only get the silver border on the front? I didn't actually look, so potentially this could be a 7 or an 8. So there's a bit of the information on the back. Now it comes in a like a case. Oh my god, these feel really nice, like shape actually. I'm actually going to take it out of this because it's too big. Like I don't like. It's nice that they put it in it to stop it scratching, but it's too big in there. Let's actually get this out and get a feel of it. So, ooh, okay. Let's see what I got first up. We will scan this QR. Once I've done all the returns, we'll check one of the QR codes to see where it actually takes you. See if it does take you to like some sort of picture of the card or something like that. Now, I can't see any dust or anything inside it, which is nice. Let's see what the card was and what grade we got. And here's my Rapid Strike Yusufu V. And it got an 8. I am actually shocked that that got an 8. But that looks so cool. Oh my god, that looks really nice. Really nice. Other than, can you see down here, there's a little bit of like bubbling in here where the ultrasonic press has gone in. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that's the worst thing in the world. Some of you might be really against that, but I've had PSA slabs with the same thing in there. But there is 2 big splotches, so some of you might not like that. And let's see if there's any information. 2021 Sword and Shield of Battle Stars Rapid Strike Yusufu V 153163, absolutely fine. Near min 8. I'm really liking that slab. See what you think of that label. It's all metallic in there, all that silver. You see that? That is really cool, and that looks so nice actually. Wow, I tell you what, I've got some other slabs here from the other UK companies and stuff like that, so we'll compare them looks wise. But that's really nice looking actually. I'm really happy with that. Wow, okay. That's the first one. Let's see what we've got next. Okay, so up next, it looks... Look, can you see a silver border? We got ourselves a 9. And actually, I really got handed to them. The quality of the label looks fantastic, you know. This is really nice looking. Like, I really have to give it that. Like, I'm really glad I submitted to these guys to try it. Let's see what we got. So you got the community's choice for TCG authentication. Nice metallic writing, nice silver border on it. Let's see what card this is. And it's my... Oh, why did I get one came in an 8 and one came in 9? I submit these as a pair. I'm starting a bit of a Yusufu collection. And I had to submit these. Battle Stars, we got a mint 9. Lovely. 151163. All the information seems to be correct. And again, it looks really nice. Now, I guess this maybe had better centering. Look, you can still see there's a slight bit of that bubbling, sort of melting inside, but it doesn't actually bother me. I'm sure some of you watching will be a little bit triggered by stuff like that. But I don't mind, because actually this is... I love that it's crystal clear. It looks stunning. When we compare this slab to other UK slabs in a minute, I've got them, I'm looking at them. It actually looks so much better. I'm sorry, it really does. It looks fantastic. Okay, so this definitely isn't a 9. We haven't got any silver border. Now, I know that this card maybe had a slight mark on it somewhere. A friend of mine actually gifted me this particular card because I know what it is, because it's the only Japanese card I submitted. So it'd be interesting to know how harshly they grade it down, because I think it was even a slight dent, almost like something had bumped into the card and put a slight dent in it. So it'd be interesting to see how harsh they are about grading with it. So let's have a look. A 7. Oh no, it wasn't the card I thought it was. Oh, okay. This is completely wrong. This is not that. This is not a damaged card that I thought it was, but it is an older one. So we have the 2005 Lightning Quick CP Raichu H first, as its first edition as well. I don't know what the H in that actually stands for. I'm not actually sure. I don't remember typing a H in there. There's obviously something when they've researched in the database. There's a reason that's in there. And yeah, looks fantastic. A 7 for an older card like this. I'm trying to see any real... The back's pretty clean. I think it's got some slight hairline scratches in the border and stuff. So they're definitely strict, guys. I'm gonna say that they are strict. There's a black dot that's down on this border down here as well. I can definitely say that they seem pretty strict. And maybe the centering is actually slightly off across the bottom part, like it's almost twisted slightly, and it's thinner down here. So that can have some factor to it as well. But an excellent 7 there. So here we go, here's that last card, and this is the card. I can't believe I forgot I submitted 2 Japanese cards. So this is the one that my friend did give me. This is the one. And he reckoned there was, yes, you can see it here in the top of the card, right here. And I don't know if you'll be able to make it out. There is, just there, like a dent in the back of the card at the top of it. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how harsh they were, because the 7 on that Raichu doesn't really have any impressions like that. So this could this be like a 4 or 5? I'm not really sure, but it is a very cool card, and I was really happy to get it graded. Now, bear in mind, in a sec, guys, we'll give these QR codes a scan and see if they actually do anything, so we'll find that out in a minute. But let's see how harsh they were. Oh my god, it got an 8. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, that's very interesting. Why did that get an 8? If it had that in the back of the card. That's interesting. Okay, I don't really know how to put that, because I would actually say that this looks cleaner than this, in my opinion. Now, I'm trying to see the top edge. No, I can't see anything in there. I'm pretty shocked, actually, that got an 8. I don't know what you guys think about that. That's interesting. Now, unfortunately, you don't know why. This is the only thing with some of these. Like, you just don't know. Whereas someone like PokeGrade, for example, you can pay for a report, so they'll tell you why they gave it the grade they did. Maybe the QR code will tell us some information. I'm not sure. But we got an 8 on this one. And... but then again, other than that mark, the card is perfect. Like, the friend that bought this to grade, and then noticed that after he received it, so didn't. So everything about it is perfect. The centering is on point. There's no scratches on the surface at all. Purely that mark. So maybe that mark on the back there only was enough to, you know, knock it down. So if those marks weren't there, it would be a 10, because there's no imperfections anywhere else at all. And we have the 2019 SWSH, Jesus, so many S, promo, Shibuya's Pikachu 002/S-P. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to see if it detects it all right. Okay, so it did. What's it going to open? And it just brings up their website. Okay, so yeah, there is no database at all for the cards, unfortunately. So that's, in my opinion, that's probably a slight negative against it, because I'd like to see a database. I think that they should have a database. So here we go, comparison time, and we're actually going to kickstart with PCA. They're a European-based grading company, very similar cost price to these. They also offer that clear slab. So I've got 2 other ones to show you for comparison, but if you look height-wise, it's a lot bigger. If you look at width as well, you can see it's actually a lot bigger. But interestingly, how thick it is. They're about the same. They literally are about the same thickness, which is pretty crazy, actually. Let's have a look at the backs as well, the backs of the labels. Both really good looking slabs, to be honest. Next up, we have Get Graded, which has the frosted slab and has the subgrades as well. So it's an interesting comparison. Height-wise, this one here, the UGC is slightly higher. Thickness-wise, again, slightly thicker this way. And how deep it is, or width, should I say. And then the thickness, this is definitely thinner. The UGC is definitely a thinner slab. And feel wise as well, this feels really solid. This feels a little bit more hollow, for sure, but there's a nice comparison between the two. And the last comparison is PokeGrade. These are actually one that I actually do quite like, because I think they have a really nice looking label. But again, it's going to be so similar because they actually use the same cases as Get Graded. But I do believe Get Graded and PokeGrade are about to be launching new shells, new cases at some point that are going to be clear and probably look kind of similar to this, or I've seen a couple of designs floating around, so it'd be interesting to compare them once they have a crystal clear one. But there you go, it's a nice comparison. They've got the gold metallic, so it's interesting to see the metallic versus the metallic in there as well. So it's review time, and I'm going to do it in a pros and cons style fashion, and then let you know if I think you should actually submit your cards to UGC. We'll kick off with the pros though, and the website. Very easy to use and simple to process and order, along with the submission process itself. And I love the form they send through to you where you can put your cards in there, and it's got the database and stuff like that. Very easy to use, so big tick on the submission and the website. Along with the communication, I got an email when they received my cards, I got an email when my cards were on their way back with tracking details, and I was able to get into contact with them while my cards were there, and they'd send me updates, and they were very quick to respond. So yeah, massive tick for the communication side. Also turnaround time, I went direct, so it is even quicker. 8 working days to get my cards back. Kind of speaks for itself there, really, guys. Price £10 a card if you go direct. It's even cheaper if you middleman, about £8 to £9, and you can even get affiliate codes on some websites to get a discount. I think the price is great. If you look at the product that they're actually offering, yeah, very, very good, very competitive. So big tick on the price front. And the last pro for me is the slab itself. I think it's stunning. I don't think my video does it justice. It's just a beautiful looking slab and very well constructed. Quality feels fantastic. So that is the biggest positive about UGC for me. Okay, into the cons. The first con could be actually looked at as a positive. Depends what side of the fence you sit on. And that's their very harsh graders. That Yusufu not getting a 10 for me is like, it looks perfect to me. So it depends what side of the fence you sit on. Do you like people being really harsh with your grades, or do you think that, you know, you prefer it when it's maybe that little bit easier to get 10? So you could have it, it's a grey one. It's not necessarily a pro, it's not necessarily a con. It kind of sits in the middle, really. Really, the cons are two. One is pop report, and that's the fact there isn't one. There should be a pop report for all grading companies, so they need to sort out. And then another big con, which is something that I only just noticed like before filming this part of the video, and that's the cert numbers. Well, they don't make any sense, because I submitted a 4-card submission to them, and my cert numbers for them, check these out to them. Look at those cert numbers all over the shot. You got a 2507 and a 1188. Why are they not sequential? That kind of bothers me, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to be. Some of you might not care. You might not care what they come back like, but there's no guarantee you're going to get sequential numbers. Which, if you submit direct to a grading company, you normally will always get sequential numbers, because they input the cards into the system in the order of your submission and stuff like that, and you'll get a block of numbers given to your cards. So why hasn't it happened with this? I'm very intrigued to find out what happened there, if I'm honest, or if it's something they've just not even thought about. Now, the real question though is, would I recommend you use them? Now, I recommend that everyone try and get their hand on one. Whether that's you submit one via like a middleman to obviously negate that £8 delivery, or you buy one on eBay if someone's selling them, because they are, you need to experience this. It's honestly, it's stunning. You really need to give it an experience. I absolutely love it. But if you're a high-end collector, I probably wouldn't use them. Not yet anyway. And the same goes for all grading companies here in the UK. They just don't add the value that you get from PSA, BGS and CGC, especially if you're someone that's trying to sell those cards. So no, I wouldn't recommend it for them. But if you're someone that wants to grade your childhood collection, or you're just a casual collector and you don't care about how much it's going to make the cards worth, hell yeah, like they look great. I think they've got probably the best looking slab on the market right now, and look stunning. So if you like the look of these slabs, then yes, definitely submit a bunch of your cards to these guys and give them a go. Now there's my thoughts on it though, guys, but I want to hear from you at this point. Are you going to give them a go? Are you going to swerve them? Is it not for you? Let us know in the comments down below. I look forward to reading what you've got to say. And also, if you enjoyed this video, drop a big thumbs up. It'd be much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button down here so you can catch some more content just like this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.